Our episode begins with the sudden discharge of the laser. It fires forward, and Beast Boy, you narrowly avoid it as it just deletes the portion of the wall behind you and the girder that was just barely in front of you. As you dodge to the side, you basically like flip briefly into the space next to you. You and that blink dog yelping in surprise, and the doorway behind you, it kind of extends and opens. Some rocks do crumble and start to collapse, which worries all of you about the stability of the passageway that you just came from, but it is holding for now. During that time, Robin, you had started moving to step off of the edge of the of the platform, the raised entryway, down to the ground, and that motion is what triggered Slade's actions. Now you stand here on the ground, just having looked up and saw with horror as your friend was almost obliterated. You now turn and look back to Slade. It is your turn.
Slade! And I'm just gonna run up and just start throwing haymakers.
You are at the top of the initiative. Just to give everyone kind of an auditory description of the map and to clarify points for you guys, the players. You guys entered in this raised kind of this raised platform. The door opened basically to a slightly elevated by about 20-foot like a entryway above the ground. And there are these girders and things, and it spreads out this platform of which you two spread out and the dogs spread out. This platform about 55 feet wide, enough room for you to have stood there at the entrance, for all of the blink dogs who have filed past you standing up on the platform. There are two on each side. There are two stairways leading down to the ground. And the whole thing at its highest is about somewhere between 15 to 20 feet. In the room further, now I may have stated the distance a little differently, but I made some adjustments. So about 50 feet from the entrance, Slade stands in the room. He was looking back at these great big screens that show your friends. They've just landed on a boat and started, and there's multiple angles that are changing on each of the different screens of your friends working on the Chronoton detonator. The light shines out from this huge set of screens. You'll see these lines coming from that direction. Those signify the reach of the bright light that's coming out from the screens. Beyond that area of bright light, the rest of the room is more dimly lit. And the room does extend beyond the borders of this map and even up into the rafters of the rafters above. There's raptors up there. Into the rafters above, with these huge clockwork gear like machines moving in the darkness above. And the areas beyond the map, if you were to head into those areas, you'd quickly start to be in full darkness. And the areas, so it's dim light and then maybe darkness in a couple areas like below the entrance, like where you guys entered, below the platforms. And then behind those lines that signify the angle of the light spreading out, it quickly is dim light and then darkness again. So the illumination, the main point of illumination is basically those big screens.
So I'm gonna run up and just start throwing punches, trying to get him distracted so my friends can get down. 11. Yeah, that's not going to.
You throw the punch at him, and he steps to the side. Eager Robin. 25. So yes, a 25 will hit.
So, Robin punches the first one as more of a feint because he knows that Slade's going to dodge it, and then comes in with a right hook straight into where he goes. 6 points of damage.
The really cool thing about monks is at high enough levels they just get like proficiency and everything.
Well, that's not good.
Yeah. A 22.
Oh yeah, that's definitely gonna block it.
You throw this punch and he makes his remark, and then you immediately swing around with the next one, and you do tag him. However, he's wearing this kind of like dense metal armor, and you can't get through it to his pressure points in a way that's really that's good enough to stun him.
14.
Extract his ass.
I'm trying.
The 14, unfortunately, does not hit.
Oh, you're kidding.
And another 14. But you only managed to tag him one time, he says. He seems surprised, and he just kind of chuckles. Very tenacious, Robin. Good.
All right, well, you look all cocky. Well, it's on, like Donkey Kong. I'm gonna leap off and turn into a giant ape.
Okay.
And gallop towards him.
So the thing that you would be getting off of is 20 feet up.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, how big is the ape? I guess you could, like, jump down and then, while you're falling, like, transform.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I guess so.
Yeah,
because you would become pretty big.
It is a huge beast.
Yes.
So... I might even be able to swing across some ceiling or some, like, rafters. I'm gonna...
Maybe.
Is there rafters above me that I could do that?
It's not really rafters. It's just that the ceiling ascends into darkness and, like, big mechanical areas. Like,
okay. So there's nothing directly above me.
There's nothing directly above you, even for a huge creature, but a little ways above the height of a huge creature, there are, like, areas you could get to, that someone could get to.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can, like, step down off the thing and, like, transform.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna, like, drop down. First fist is 27. Second is nat 20.
Oh my god.
Oh,
those both hit. Oh my god, Slade.
That's more like it.
I really hope the big monkey kills Slade.
3d10 plus 6. 30.
Okay. Baby.
Oh, baby.
Yeah, this was really going to be a thing
just,
of
like,
initiative.
Mocking Robin, just like, ha ha ha, you little child. And I'm just like,
all of a sudden, King Kong pops up behind me.
Yeah.
You big meanie. All right, and the nat 20. Holy jeez, that's 40 damage.
Okay.
Huh.
Slade just gets.
Oh jeez, I'm going to kill him.
So you start you jump down and you immediately transform in this big ape, and you just start thrashing him with your huge ape fists, and he's just like you just pound him into the ground, and he's just like standing there like, ugh. He looks over and he looks at you with this newfound level of attention, and suddenly I would say it's so clear, even if your passive insight isn't that high, just from the look in his one eye at you, that you're suddenly like, oh, like this is the level of like intimidating like attention that Robin has had to psychologically deal with, and you just suddenly understand as he focuses that at you now.
Oh.
Yeah, he just goes, hmm. And then he rapidly, so he moves here. Like he runs around within um both of your um fields of attack so that he doesn't get an attack of opportunity. And it's a weird position. It's a weird position that he stops in. It stuns you for a moment because now you're flanking him and you're like, why is he doing that? But as he steps over this range, like where Robin is right now being the most forward into the room, he's in the still considered bright light section that's illuminated by the big screens. As as um as Slade steps past that area into the area that would be considered dim light, and he suddenly, it's like you blink and he's not there anymore. And because he shadow stepped behind you.
Ooh.
And because of his shadow step ability, he gets to attack you at advantage. Does a natural 20 hit you?
Yeah.
So, wow, he came back with equal vengeance. Oh, I love this game. 17 points of damage, and I'm going to need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
So spends a key point for stunning strike.
Ooh, 15.
That is not enough.
Ha.
So you are stunned. So it's just like he steps into the slightly darker portion, and then you lost sight of him, and then you just suddenly feel him like he like teleports behind you, and then just like you feel this tight pain, this jab in your lower back, and you turn and look as your muscles just start to freeze up. He has struck you in the back with this mighty like pointed hand thrust, and you're like all your back muscles just start like spasming, and you're like you're stunned there. He looks at you, and he's looking up at you, and then he turns his head, he looks over to the dogs, and he used, well, I mean, he has so much movement. He runs up to this first dog and uses his second attack.
Oh no.
Does a 21 hit the dog?
Let me probably.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it does.
Yep. Okay. Low. 6 points of damage.
Okay.
And I'm going to need it to make a Constitution saving throw.
Gotcha.
That dog is stunned.
Well, that is a now one. Yeah. Stun.
That is his turn because he used his bonus action for Shadow Step. Yeah, now it's the dog's turn. So that's 5 of them that will be able to attack.
Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'll make 5 blink dog attacks. He's surrounded by dogs.
My dog.
My dog. 15.
All right. So the highest you guys got was an 18.
Yeah.
None of those will hit Slade.
Wow. All right.
Okay. So the dogs just start like ferociously and blindly just trying to mob him, but he keeps like dodging really quickly, and then like one will like try to bite his arm, but it like bites into like the metal of the greave, and then he like pushes it off, and he just basically does that like a bunch of times, and then that's the dog's turn.
Formidable.
Indeed. Formidable indeed. So, top of the round, Robin, it is your turn. You see he's now up in the stairs. There are dogs surrounding him. It's going to be tough to get to a point that you can get to him. You could stand on this railing run up and stand on the railing, but it would be an acrobatics check to successfully do it. And then anytime like he would try to like hit you, for instance, would also be an acrobatics check to maintain your footing.
Well, I should have left an open space for Robin to jump up there.
No, that's okay.
Surrounded by dogs.
I'm actually going to move up to about there. I'm going to bonus action take an adrenaline shot.
Ooh.
Okay. Go ahead and. All right. So you're going to take an adrenaline shot?
Yes. Figured I need the resistance to bludgeoning damage. And I'm going to take a confusion flash and throw it.
Make a Constitution saving throw for me.
I've already used one.
You can, if you use so now we are seeing one of the mechanics, the drawbacks to Robin's invention of the adrenaline shot. If you take it more than one time in a 24-hour period, which he did take it during the fight with Plasmus,
and Ryan's memory loss.
Yes, that's why I asked you again. I said, you want to do that? Are you sure about that? Okay, so go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw. That is definitely not a success. I don't even have to look at the thing. You rolled a 5. So
here, I'll do it for you.
You want to find okay, yeah, go ahead and find that and tell everyone how much poison damage you take to your cardiovascular system.
22.
Oh no.
Okay.
Oh no, Robin!
As I shoot it, I kind of feel like
a starfire from the void, Robin.
The whole like of the
yeah. Basically, yeah, you put it into your leg and then you pull out the confusion thing, and then like right before you throw it, you've like it's like that scene where you just like see like blood vessels like you just feel like this flash of red paint and the screen turns to just like heated like blood vessels for a moment, and you just like clutch your chest. All right, so
grit my teeth for a second, steel myself, and just throw the flash, the confusion flash. I want to. It's a 10-foot. Where to go? There it is. 10-foot radius. So I want to take Slade, but not as many of the dogs.
Like there? Yeah. That would get the bottom dog and then Slade, right?
Yes.
Has the dog made the save?
18.
18. Will that succeed?
Yes.
Ooh, he rolled very low though. He rolled a 14.
That is just low enough.
Okay.
DC's
so
a 15.
He is confused. Basically like the bomb like goes off and there's this flashing of lights and he's like, ugh! And yeah, so let's see. Confusion. Is it on his turn that he does?
Yes, but things? He can't take reactions now. That's going to affect it until his turn.
Yes, very much so.
I don't think it's going to matter because Beast Boy is stunned, and I am done my turn.
Yes. Cool. So it is. However, if he rolls too bad, then he might waste his turn too, which might give you guys a chance to recover a bit. So, all right, it is now Beast Boy's turn. You are stunned.
I'm stunned.
You are stunned. Now it is his turn. He will roll a d10. He rolls a 7, which is... The creature uses action to make a melee attack against a randomly determined creature within its reach. If there is no creature within its reach, the creature does nothing this turn. So it's only one.
That's actually okay, but yeah, just one.
Yeah, it's just one. So he's like not as effective as he would want to be or able to do anything more complicated than making one attack, which is great. So there's, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 dogs within his reach. So I guess he'd roll it. I'll just roll a d6. 1. Yeah. Okay.
Tell me which dog it is. I know which dogs they all are because I've labeled them.
Nice. Okay. So he rolls a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That would be this. That's this dog.
That
right
one
next to him to his left.
That one's Dinky.
Dinky! Has
He has
Dinky
not
been hurt
hit.
yet?
No.
All right, great. So he's just going to make one attack. I don't know the answer to this, but I'm just going to say he's just going to do a regular attack. So it's not even like going to be an attack with a stunning strike on it because he's too confused for that. He lashes out as a kind of, in response to this. All right, so that dog takes 10 points of damage.
Okay. All right.
All right. And it's the end of his turn. I'm going to roll his saving throw.
Come on, Rolo.
A 19.
That one saves.
So with that, he strikes this dog, and then his head clears. But he looks back at Robin. Cunning Robin, distracting me. We are very much alike, aren't we?
We're nothing alike.
All right, now it's the Blink Dog's turn. It was the end of his turn, so both you, Beast Boy, and that dog that was stunned, this one, are no longer stunned.
Gotcha.
So all 6 dogs can attack him.
Ooh.
Okay.
Okay.
The natural 20 and the 22 will hit.
Nice. Okay. Both double one.
Double 1 on the nat 20. Stinks.
That one hurts a little bit.
3. So they both do 3 damage.
Okay.
But one was
6
critical
total.
about it.
Yeah. Six piercing damage.
Okay. So he's had not a perfect start to this fight, but you guys are keeping him on his toes enough to actually do something. And now at the top of the round, Robin, it is your turn.
Okay, now I'm going to do the run up and stand on the
Okay, go ahead and give me an acrobatics check.
27.
27, yeah, that's enough. You run up, and so you can stop here and stand next to him on the railing, 20 feet up, and you can make your attacks from that position on the railing.
Gonna try and kick him in the head with a 25.
That will hit.
10 points of damage.
Okay.
And let's just go for a stunning strike.
He rolls a 24.
Yeah, no.
So he is not stunned currently.
Kick him again for a 21.
That will not hit.
Ooh, gosh. Okay. Then I'm going to flurry of blows.
All right, for 2. 21 will not hit.
24.
24 will hit.
That's 6 points of damage.
All right.
And I want to try to, with my last key point, stunning strike him.
A 17.
17 is enough, unfortunately. However, I believe I can use
analyze
aspects because I hit him with a flurry of
because you hit him. That is correct.
I learn all about its damage vulnerabilities, damage resistances, damage immunities, and condition immunities.
So damage resistances, none. Damage immunities, none. And you said condition immunities?
Yes.
Condition immunities, none.
And damage vulnerabilities, I assume, is none as well.
Yes, none as well. So that's the thing that kind of surprises you in this moment as you're hitting him from this vantage point and you're gauging his blocks and you're reading just him as a fighter. There's this moment where you kind of realize that despite the fear that he instills, he is just a man.
His weakness is lava.
I mean, like a man.
What is that saying? For all my whatever, I am still just a whatever and a whatever. How does that go?
For all my rage, I'm still just a rat in a cage.
Yeah, yeah.
Despite all my rage, he's still just a Slade in a man in an armor suit.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
This ends here,
now,
Slade.
He goes, Beast Boy, it's your turn.
Smashing Beast Boy.
Oh my
Beast
god.
Boy smash.
Let me smash.
Okay, so can I jump on this railing and like?
On the railing, no. But you could get into a position, like you could get, if part of you gets here, then you
How
have the
high is
10-foot
it?
range.
How high is
That's
that
true.
ledge?
It ascends to about a 20-foot, to about 20 feet at the ultimate point at the top, like up here. So by this point, it's probably like a decent, like 15. So yeah, you would be going up the stairs.
But how tall am I?
Oh, I think you would have the height to get to him. So yeah, you can reach over with your big arm and try to smack him.
If I wanted to try and like grab him with one of my hands, would I be able to like? I can make 2 fist attacks. Can one of them be a grab and one of them be a hit?
If you want to.
Okay.
Yeah. Both of them could be grapple attempts if you want them to be instead of attacks.
That's true.
Don't forget he can teleport.
Oh, he can teleport, can't he? But I'm dumb.
Your mental fortitude in your wild shape.
I
Or is
mean-
Beast Boy
You
just
do,
dumb?
but that's Beast Boy.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I am slightly smarter as Beast Boy, but it's the same intelligence. But I'm still.
Yeah. Now, like I would normally lean like, oh yeah, you would know, right? Like I usually lend that kind of, like good faith assumption about.
I mean, he did just
about people.
teleport on me.
Yes. However, there are probably moments in the show where like the dumb things are done like that, like grab the guy who just teleported because I'm a big ape, and then like it happens. So I would say it's up to you.
Rolling and teleport.
It's absolutely up to
I
you could leave it to a roll, or you could just make a choice, and I wouldn't complain either way.
I want to hit him with one of my fists and then grab him with the other, or
Okay.
attempt to grab one. 23.
That will hit him.
28 damage.
28 damage. Oof. Okay.
And I'm gonna say I don't think he can actually teleport because I just probably thought it was just like fancy footwork that I didn't notice.
Okay.
I don't know.
So you're gonna try to
I don't
grab
know.
him.
He did kind of disappear from my sight, but I want to try and grab him. I'm frustrated that he teleported behind me and hit me, so I want to grab him.
All right.
I rolled a nat 1. I could use luck.
You could use luck. I want you to decide now, though, before you
I
know what
want to
he-
use
Do it.
luck. Wait, did I use luck last game? Because this is the same day.
You definitely didn't use 3.
I didn't use 3. I
Yeah.
have 3 uses. I might have used 1.
I don't remember you doing so.
I didn't use luck when I actually succeeded on the laser roll, so I didn't even need to.
Yeah. You didn't
I
do
mentioned
it there.
I could have used luck, but
And I don't think you did when you guys were fighting the robots, because that
Okay.
wasn't very tough.
I'm gonna use luck.
All right.
Yeah, 22.
22 is a lot better. Okay, so let me roll his. Oh, he rolled a 22. I will literally I'm gonna send a screenshot of that to them. Because he literally just
That's me
did
to
that.
beat.
So it's meet to beat. Yeah, skill checks go to the defenders. So he unfortunately just barely you reach out your hand to try to grab him, and as your fingers start to close around him, he double elbow flexes, like he turns his 2 elbows into 2 points that jab your fingers, not enough to do damage, but enough for you to recoil.
Yeah,
You basically finesse pushes your fingers apart.
I see.
He says, I have underestimated your friends, Robin. Mistake I will not repeat. and he shadow steps. He's just going to shadow step here, or here, right behind you again, and he's going to make an attack against you, Beast Boy. Does an 18 hit?
Yes.
You take 9 points of bludgeoning damage, and I'm going to need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
19.
Unfortunately, that is just not enough. Just quite not
I
quite
need a
enough.
20.
Holy cow.
Constitution.
Yes. He stuns you, and then he doesn't go the full... He doesn't take full advantage. He just does that one hit, and then he is going to run. So 60 feet would bring him well off the main map. He runs...
Where's it going?
To the side. He flees into the darkness, right? So he's off the map right now.
Where's it going?
Now, you guys could try to pursue him into the shadowy darkness of the room surrounding, and try to figure out what he's doing. But he is clearly trying to do something. Whether he's running or whether he's just hiding for a moment, like, you're not sure yet. So now it is the Blink Dog's turn. He is about... he would be 15 feet into the darkness at this point. So they can basically, with the teleport, they can both almost get, like, to the edge of the map. If they were just running in this... in a straight line, they might... I would say they would actually be able to run up to him and get to him, but because it's the darkness, they can't see him right now.
I'll do that. They'll run up.
So they run right in the trajectory that he was running in, and they can sense him in front of them. So if he moves more in a normal way, then they will get attacks of opportunity, albeit at disadvantage.
Okay, cool. Okay, and the other blink dogs, they all got their blinks back, surprisingly. So
okay, cool.
I'm going to just move them a bit. This one is just gonna sit on the railing. He's gonna stay there.
So they're not gonna run any more towards the edge of the map. They're just gonna be kind of spread out in this center area, kind of slowly starting to move that direction.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so they can be, like, lagging behind the first two and making perception checks, I guess. All right.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
There's just dogs everywhere.
There's dogs everywhere. All right. Robin's turn. He ran into the darkness. You could try to pursue him if you want to. You saw two dogs run, like, disappear into the darkness after him. You could try to pursue if you want to.
He's gonna snap these dogs, like, necks in the darkness.
Jeez.
We're just gonna hear, like...
Yes, I'm going to pursue...
I feel like that's something he would do. And because it's a kids show, they would just, like, have him, like, die off.
Yeah, it is tempting.
So, the only light in this room is from those monitors, right? Without the monitors,
yeah,
it'd be
that's
pitch black.
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah, I'm gonna move towards where Slade's going. I'm just going to chuck a flash bomb into the darkness to see if I can see any shadow.
Yeah, I definitely think since you're throwing blind, it would get the dogs as well.
I have a feeling.
But it would do its effect, and it would briefly illuminate his position for a moment.
Yes.
He rolls a 24.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
And the dogs have to make the save as well.
One makes it.
Ooh. I mean, he's technically already blinded because he doesn't have dark vision.
Oh, well, then it's perfect.
So
matter.
it's kind of fine.
Yeah, in that flash one, do I see him?
Yes. So you see this in the flash. You see him for an instant. He's kind of like, he's running, but he's partially turned back towards the dogs. And there's this sudden flash in which the dogs see him, except for the one that gets blinded. So that's one. Yeah.
Do I see? Do I see anything else, like where he's running?
You have pretty high passive perception, so I would say you see that the room continues for a little bit, and there are there are like machines, like like typical like blocky, like rectangular, like things as it turns on, and there are probably, I'd say, stairways up to the big creepy ceiling above, like a little ways ahead of him. So he could be trying to get to some place to hide or ambush you. You're not, but basically all in darkness in that area. Um, there's a little bit more dark room. Not a ton, right? But then there are ways up to the ceiling area.
Okay.
You see all that in like a flash, right?
Mm.
And with your passive perception, you're able to catch a few details.
Let me see.
Is Beast Boy stunned?
Oh,
Yes,
that's
I'm
correct.
stunned.
Beast Boy is stunned.
Okay,
That was his
so
whole plan. So
Donkey
you're
Kong is
stunned.
glitching.
DK, donkey bitch. Fuck that bitch. DK, Donkey Kong is gay. So it is his
The only
turn.
thing in my head while I'm stunned is just the DK rap.
So in the darkness, I mean, one dog is blind, the other dog can't see, right? So really, Slade is going to do a thing, but the dogs don't know what he's doing, and none of the rest of you know what he's doing because he doesn't actually outright attack the dogs. So yeah, dog's turn. The dog's turn comes around, and those two dogs, they move forward to try to like attack him, or expecting that they'll at least get, a disadvantage attack of opportunity. However, it seems as if in an instant, within the darkness, he is no longer where he was before. Now, they can still try to look for him with their smell if you would like them to.
Yes. And so they're kind of all just coming to the edge of the darkness and kind of making sniff checks.
Okay.
The
Yeah,
one that
as
blinked,
they're
I
kind
guess,
of...
couldn't. Right?
Yes,
Yeah.
correct.
And then so 4 of them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of them can sniff where he is.
Okay.
Right.
And are you having that last one just stay behind because he's hurt? Like, is that what Beast Boy's commanding him to do?
No, he just is lazy.
Okay. All right. Sure.
And I think
yeah.
he's the one who actually didn't get his blink back, so he's just kind of up there barking.
All right. So make 2 perception checks at advantage because they're based on hearing and smell, to see if the 2 can directly like chase him, like pursue him. And then the rest will get to make perception checks to see if they catch his scent. It's pretty useful to have a pack of dogs, as it turns out.
Beast Boy's just Kakashi.
Skills perception plus 3. One of them is 17. One of them is 22.
Your 2 dogs, he has yet to make any active stealth. However, he seems to be very hard to pin down and see because of the darkness and maybe because of some other things. But the 2 dogs, they hear his footsteps, the clacking of his metallic boots.
Yeah.
And they hear him like kind of, about 20 feet away. Well, actually, yeah, because he used shadow step, so he could have gone all the way up. They hear him like 20 feet into the room and like running up some like metal plated stairs. And those 2 also do have his scent as well. So
Gotcha.
they kind of they smell the wafting scent the direction that he went. So this is all happening in the dog's minds. The dogs can pursue over to that area, try to feel around up to get up the stairs if they would like to.
I honestly think that I don't know if they'll pursue him or not to where they can't see. Yeah, they wouldn't be able to keep up with him.
Okay.
Yeah, I think they might just like kind of back out of the darkness because they're not really sure what to do.
Okay. Yeah, they're kind of confused. They have his scent, but I guess without like an active command to like pursue, follow the scent, then they're just kind of nervous about the fact that they can't see.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he was a big armor guy, and I don't know. I guess they can't really see where he is, so they're just kind of at the edge of the darkness, kind of like trying to see if they could like see if he's gonna like come back or not.
All right, but so basically, your dogs, at least some of your dogs, which like can lead the rest of the pack, have the scent. The rest of the dogs can try to get the scent on their own, but that's sort of immaterial since a couple already have it.
Yeah,
Um, so yeah, so basically, Robin, it's your turn. The dogs are kind of crowding around, partially in the darkness, some of them out, kind of like sniffing around on the ground. Um, and like a couple are like barking, probably like, but they're just kind of, they're like dogs. They're antsy. They're kind of waiting for, they seem to be waiting for something to do.
yeah. If you want
Um,
to command
like
them
they're
to chase him,
nervous.
they will. But yeah, they're not sure what to.
Beast Boy is now unstunned, correct?
Yeah, Beast Boy is unstunned.
Beast Boy, let's follow him.
Yeah.
I'm a giant ape.
Oof. Brr.
DK. So you sound you it's like Beast Boy speaks, but he sounds like what is it? Seth MacFarlane or whatever. That guy. That fucking guy. Um
I look back at the instrument panel though. It just looks like it's a. What does it look like? A command center? Does it look like
Well, there's no instrument panel explicitly,
it's
right?
just
So there's
pictures?
big screens. There's big screens that are watching the rest of the team try to disarm this bomb. As you look over at the screens, you see this one like upper angle looking like, well, it's multiple angles at a time, right? So you see multiple angles of them all standing there kind of like nervous looking. Um and Cyborg removes this panel, and then like suddenly like Starfire like leaps back, and Raven like quick reaction like puts a bubble before she like sneezes and blows up the boat.
Robin
So
kind of
that's the moment that you see. You're like, oh my god.
Robin kind of just shakes his head a little bit, like, and smiles a little bit. Then before I go into the darkness, I want to just throw an EMP bomb at it.
At the screens.
Yeah,
Okay. All right. Fair enough. Just at the screens.
at pretty much anything over there. I don't think there's anything else over
Hmm.
there, but if there
Uh
is, I want to fry it all.
okay. Well, you will I mean, you would easily know you would get rid of all the light source in the room.
I mean, we're about to walk into the darkness anyway, so
It's true. It's true. But there
kind of
may be some residual light that kind of shines up in the area like directly above this if he runs, like back across the room but above. But there would be none if you destroy the screens, is what I'm saying.
Would it be like pitch black?
It'd be pitch black. Yeah.
Yeah, it would be full darkness.
Would that be like no, like dark vision wouldn't work? You would need like blind sight?
Well, no, dark vision would work, but it would be perception checks at disadvantage.
Gotcha.
Because you see as if it's dim light if you have dark vision, if it's full darkness. So.
Gotcha.
Okay, I'm going to throw one over, but have it not go off. I'm going to trigger it remotely if I need to.
Okay. So you just kind of, you place one, on below the screens and that you can trigger. Okay. Fair enough. It is kind of like a glyph of warding, so you can have either, your command or some trigger to have it go off when you want it to.
Yeah, I just kind of imagine he has like little like triggers for each one somehow, and then start following the dog. I'm gonna get ready to use my movement to follow the dogs to find him.
Okay. Are you kind of trying to get the dogs to start pursuing as well, so you can follow them?
Yes.
All right, so you start kind of like, come on, guys, go, get him. And they start. Some look back at Beast Boy, like questioning. Others, like they consider you friendly, so they just start running ahead, like.
Yeah, I nod and I'm like, and I point.
They're like, a
All
couple
right,
of days
yeah.
ago, you beat us up.
That's true. Well, regardless, whether it happens on your turn or just right now with Beast Boy. So, Beast Boy, how do you want to? What do you want to do?
All right. I am going to bonus action turn into a giant owl. It has a dark vision of 120 feet.
Okay,
So that's pretty nice.
that's pretty good. Yeah.
It has a fly speed of 60 feet. So I'm just going to, I guess he's more than 60 feet away, right?
Yes. I'll tell you. Well, the room. Well, from you right now, probably. Although the area off the map, it doesn't go full 60 off the map.
Yeah.
Well, so if your speed is 60 feet, then you can get off the map with 60 feet, and then you can start flying in and up, right?
Yeah.
So you would fly into the darkness, and you would be looking around. You see this like I mean, it's like those night vision cameras. It's in grayscale. As you are flying through, you suddenly see like the machines that like rectangular machines and stuff. And as things come within your radius, you see them in this like grayscale. Then it's blink dogs, right? And they will run up in the darkness. They can't teleport because they can't see, but they'll be able to with scent find their way to the wall and then to the
Yeah.
staircase. Their going will probably be a little impeded by like the awkwardness of it because they're doing it blind.
Yeah.
But they're more,
They're closer.
Yeah. But so they are pursuing his scent. Robin, as it comes back around to you, you can pursue at the pace of the dogs, which will probably be the more for sure like tracking of him, but not as fast as you, right?
Yeah.
So if you want to like flail around in the dark, then
No.
you can move ahead of them. All
I'm
right, so you just start moving with the dogs.
Yes.
So eventually, moving in this way, so
Yeah.
he gets up there. So he gets up there, and so then Beast Boy, you fly up. You fly up into this area. So there's this area with like there's like service railways that like go across and then further up to different levels and stuff. You fly up there and you do not see him on your turn.
Okay.
So you're up there, right? You fly up into this area, this service pathway, and there's all these like gray, there's these gears moving around up there. There is some areas where light from the screens below shines up just enough for like a person to be able to see at like dim light. Like a regular person. And so those areas look like bright light to you, but only like in brief areas. Your turn ends, and then immediately you like feel something near you. Feel free to make an attack of opportunity at disadvantage.
Those are not good rolls.
You get this sense like something's there, and you like lash out with your talons, but it like slips away. And then you're looking around, and you're not sure what that was about.
Okay.
Now it's his turn. He's going to do some things. So basically, eventually you guys will all get up into this area after a few rounds and start moving along these service pathways. Is there anything in particular you want to do, like, to add to your effectiveness in the search? Or are you just going to try to, like, use the dogs to try to...
Yeah, the
track
dogs are
his
just going to try
scent?
and sniff him out and chase him the best they can.
Okay. So the safest places for the dogs to be are on these like various service pathways.
Eventually,
the
eighth dog follows. They're all there. He just lagged
yeah.
behind because he was dopey.
All right. So you guys are looking around for Slade. it's essentially it's the equivalent of like a few rounds at this point. So
Yeah.
you're looking around for several rounds. Robin, is there anything you want to do to add to the search, or are you just
I don't think I have anything.
no red X suit? So
I know, right? I
yeah.
need to augment this mask for like something.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's all I can do is just follow the dogs and just be
Yeah.
ready.
Now I'd say you definitely like probably have like, directionally based like flashlight if you want it to have it. But that could be as much of a curse as a
Yeah.
boon, you know. But so you guys are looking around for a little while.
Yeah. Just keep in mind I have 120 dark vision as
Okay,
an
yes.
owl.
So
So if I see him darting around anywhere, I might be able to catch a glimpse.
right. So what happens is after about a minute of you guys looking around, you're about to like say thinking like, should we give up? Should we regroup? Or like what? You're flying around up there and you see there's like this gear, like this moving gear, and you see this movement, on the radius of your vision, about 80 feet away, and up and like to the side. There's this big gear moving, and then you see this like grayed figure jump down onto the gear. You hear this tunk tunk like metal landing, and then he kind of looks and sees you, and he starts like leaping and hopping down like from like a gear to gear, so that he's
Ah,
like down a little ways. The dogs will probably also hear in the darkness the metal clanking, like they hear it very astutely. And so he seems to be like he's up there and he's hopping between like honestly very like dangerous different situations of like big rotating gears, that
parkour.
are moving. Yeah, he's parkouring around up there and kind of vaguely away from you.
Gotcha.
So yeah, you can
How
pursue him if you want
far
to.
distance? Like, is he 60, 120 feet?
I would say after he hops down a bit, I would say 60.
All right, sweet.
All right. So this round would basically start on your turn. You can like call out, to give the dogs or Robin like an audio sense of where you are. I would say, well, actually, where he ends up moving even brings him into dim light. So, Robin, you do see him out there standing on some like really dangerous gear that's like moving, actively like moving, and like, you know, doesn't look like the best footing. Like if you stood still on it, eventually you would just hit a wall and then maybe get sucked into the
Oh, jeez.
gear. Um, so yeah, so you do see him as well, but basically the round starts with Beast Boy seeing him.
All right, so he's exactly 60 feet from me.
Yes.
I'm gonna change. I'm gonna fly over to him, and then I'm gonna use my bonus action to change into a giant scorpion.
Cool.
One of my classics.
Big old classic, and you have blind sense, so
I do.
So that's great.
Next, 2 claws and 1 sting. That's only a 13. Yuck. Okay, 1 more claw. That's a 19. His AC is probably like 20 or higher. I don't know. Does that hit?
Unfortunately, no, those do not hit.
Ooh.
You strike at him, but he just he's dodging and like blocking with the greaves on his arms.
All right. Well, let's see if my sting hits. No.
Nope, 13 will not do it.
He's just having one-on-one combat, like kung fu, like blocking this scorpion.
Mm-hmm. Indeed.
It's just occurred to me that this being like a fantasy retelling, Slade could be like a fucking elf under there or something.
He's a fucking gnome in a big robot suit.
I think he would be a half elf.
Edgy.
he's edgy enough for it.
Imagine Slade is a hot half elf.
Dude,
Yeah.
the eye patch makes it.
Sorry,
That's
I'll
good.
disappear back
All
into the
right.
void.
That's good. All right, so I miss all my attacks, and I'm giant
All right.
scorpion.
Now it is his turn, and he's gonna strike back at you, Beast Boy. The first attack is a 10 that will miss you. A 9. Wow, he's rolling very bad.
Yay!
He will attack you. The interesting thing is he attacks you one more time. A 17 to hit.
Yeah, it does.
Okay. 7 points of bludgeoning damage. Go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw.
Of course. Ooh, a nat 1.
Okay, you
I will
are
use
stunned.
luck.
You use luck. Go ahead.
17.
Okay. Oddly, you're not stunned.
Oddly. Cool.
Dog's turn. You two are now on this big gear. It's about probably like a 20 to 30 foot area, and that's just half of this gear because that's the part of the gear that comes out of whatever mechanism like that's in the wall or in this big machine that's like part like suspended off in the air that is like moving. And so like basically it's moving like, so on your turn you either have to actively move to stay, like out of like to not get like caught against the back wall, or you need to make an acrobatics check to like keep your feet moving, because that's what Slade is doing, right? He's like actively keeping his feet moving in order to like not get caught on the back wall and stay in the same position ultimately. Um so you have to also make an acrobatics check to keep your footing, to stay in the same spot, or you need to like actively move on your turn,
Okay.
which could subject you to attacks of opportunity.
17.
Yeah, that's good enough. You basically, the scorpion like backtracks with its like, creepy legs and is just like scuttling like backward, but like not going anywhere. Just like maintaining position.
Moonwalking scorpion.
Yeah, indeed. Oh, well, that was the end of his turn actually.
Oh, well.
Well, whatever. You did that
Well,
on
I
your
did
turn,
attack.
but then
Wait.
yeah, you attacked and then
Oh,
but then he attacked.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So now it would be the dog's turn. They can jump out onto this crazy gear, but it is kind of dangerous, and like there's enough light for them to teleport onto it too, but it's a little dangerous, and if you get a lot of the dogs on there, it would probably be kind of crowded.
I might just want to keep it simple and just have them watch.
Mm-hmm. All right, the dogs, they're on the railing and they're just like barking.
I doubt they'd even be able to hit him, honestly.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, Robin, he's fighting a giant scorpion on this moving gear.
How close is he to me at this point? 60 feet?
I'd say there's about a 20-foot gap. You can run and then like jump off, or you could grapple a hook to him. Like getting to him is either just like if you want to jump or if you want to grapple hook to him, which just costs like one attack part of an action to do, right?
Yeah. Yeah, let's do that. So I'm going to grapple up behind him and come in with a punch. Is that advantage because I'm flanking?
Yes, correct.
Nice. Well, first hit is nothing.
Nope.
He's a dodgy boy. And the
25
second
will
one
hit.
is a 25. Okay.
Yes.
So now that's 8 points of damage to him. And that'll be the end of my turn.
Okay. Sounds good. You hit him. All right, are you not doing flurry of blows to get another attack? Or
I have no key points left.
oh wow, that was fast.
I burned through them.
Hmm. Huh. dude, just be a level 20 like him and have like 20.
I was like, listen, I had a decent amount down from the last fight going into this
Yeah,
fight. That was the issue.
That's cool. Yay, I'm using your resources. Yay.
I want to change into a polar bear. Why not? I've never been a polar bear.
Polar bear.
Bonus action
All
polar
right.
bear. A multi-attack bite and claw. 20.
So the bite. So oddly enough, that hits.
Why oddly enough?
I don't know. Are you paying attention? Go ahead and roll damage.
I mean, I know I missed with a 19. And then, I mean, maybe his AC is just like changing. I have no idea, man. 13
Ooh, nice.
max damage on that D8. 13.
That's a lot of damage.
And claw. Nat 20.
Nart 20.
Nart.
Slurp.
So I will roll, instead of 2d6, 4d6.
Getting polar bear.
Oh, also, since you're back, Robin, I need Robin to make an acrobatics check to not like get pulled into the back portion of the gear that's moving.
Yes, sir.
17 damage. Oh no.
Ooh, that's not good.
Yeah, that's
so Robin, you basically trip up. This is amazing because you have like really good acrobatics.
Yeah.
You're the freaking boy. You're the boy wonder.
Boy blunder.
The boy blunder. You trip up and start getting like pulled back towards the wall. You're not outright dead. You get pulled up against the wall. Your cape gets snagged. Again, like underneath the thing. So it's about to like pull you in by the neck. You may, as a reaction, unclip your mask. Or you're not your mask, your
my
cape.
mask.
Take off your mask.
I was like, wow, I need to show my secret identity for this guy. Yeah, I'll quickly...
You failed an acrobatics check. Reveal your secret identity.
Yeah, I'll quickly reach up and unclip the cape.
Okay. So you lose the +2 bonus from your like weird microfiber cape then for now, as it gets sucked and like you hear the gear like grinding and like starts sparking and like smoking a little bit.
Do I make an acrobatic?
So you also need to do that right now.
Yay, a 23.
23.
I'm a ballerina polar.
All right, now we go back to the proper order of things, and it's Slade's turn. Against the polar bear, a 23, 6 points of damage. Now he like attacks back at Robin, a 25 to hit.
That definitely hit.
9 points of bludgeoning damage against you.
Ow.
And he doesn't take the opportunity to try to stun you for some reason. And
he's being loopy.
And then he takes his third, offhand attack, right? A 22 to hit Robin.
Yes.
7 points of blood.
Ow.
All right, now he has to make his acrobatics check to see if he falls. He rolls very well, so he's fine. Blink dogs, you still telling the blink dogs to stay away?
I think they're just watching the show. I don't even think
Okay.
they'd be able to hit him much.
Right, they're just barking. They're like, "Go, master!"
Robin, go!
All right,
boy.
Robin, it's your turn.
Okay.
In case he falls, if he falls, then they'll maul him.
Unleash the hounds.
Unleash the hounds. If he falls, they just all teleport on top of him and just like start kicking the shit out of him.
I hope Slade gets eaten by dogs.
I'm going to get into my fighting stance and go for another volley of blows. That's a 19.
It's such a long, intense fight. It's like the fight where Homer Simpson fights Peter Griffin.
What? Dude, shut up.
So
Are
one of
those
the,
all attacks?
yeah, one of them is going to be a 25. The rest are lower than 12. And that'll be
8 damage.
8 damage. That's a 24 acrobatics check.
Yeah. Oh, 24 acrobatics check. You're good. You're fine.
That's more like it.
Yeah. Beast Boy, you can make your turn.
Bite. No, that's a 9. Claw. 20. So I slash with my claw.
Have you been rolling an advantage?
Oh yeah, because you're flanking, dude.
Oh, well, I'll
Yep.
reroll that bite.
Yeah. Another
Bite
dirty 20.
hits. I think. And I'll
Oh,
roll.
reroll the. Well, go ahead. Well, roll twice for each one so you see if you crit.
Okay, each
right?
of them were a 20.
Okay, 20,
30,
20. All right. Sweet.
It's
9 damage.
Bite damage. 16
Ooh.
claw damage.
16 claw damage. Awesome.
Nat 20.
Wow.
Do a little
You are a
pirouette.
fucking
Flying ballerina bear. So dexterous.
Okay. Now it's his turn. He's going to do his attack stuff again. He's been oddly silent during all this. Just kind of grunting. Okay, first attack
What's going on?
against the bear is a 20. 11 points of damage.
Ooh.
Another hit against or a hit against Robin, 27 to hit.
That definitely hits.
7 points of bludgeoning damage. And then his last attack against Robin, I'd say 14 to hit.
No!
Yay, he doesn't hit you.
Reaction strike!
Oh, nice. Yes, you use your ability to hit him as reaction. That will hit. 24 will hit.
Nice. So as soon as he blocks, I duck down and come up with an uppercut to his face.
Okay. Nice.
7 points
And then
of damage.
with that ability, does that count as like a? Well, he's already. Wait, so that's against So actually, here's the weird thing. So that ability, that's against a target that you've analyzed before, correct?
No.
As you try to come in for the hit, suddenly this tell that you've been like analyzing in Slade, this like footwork, like the favorment that he does, that you have been waiting for an opportunity to exploit. He steps back as if he's going to do it, but then as you're watching his hip movement, you suddenly realize that there's subtle differences. This isn't the same person you were fighting before.
Oh.
My gosh.
You could analyze again on your subsequent turns to try to figure out more about this person.
I can't. It has to be a flurry of blows.
Oh, and you don't have key
I have
points
no key
anymore.
points.
Wow. I didn't think there was a way left for you to figure it out with that mechanic, but there's that reaction ability I didn't think of. All right. So he missed. And now he has to make his acrobatics check.
My God, are you fighting?
Who?
Slade's butler. He was in the first episode. His name is Wintergreen.
Yeah, he's real.
Oh my God! I didn't even like.
He has a butler named
remember.
Wintergreen.
What the fuck? Wait, what?
Did you not know this?
Is that in Divide and Conquer? Was he like standing off to the side?
Yeah.
Like
No.
Final exam, right?
I think it was either Divide and Conquer or Final Exam, but he walks up and hands Slade some tea, and that's like it.
Oh my God! And that's like the only time you ever see him.
Yeah.
Holy shit! I didn't even like describe that scene like enough to like include. Oh
Apparently,
my God.
his name is Wintergreen, though.
It is.
Oh, that's incredible. All right. He rolls fine on his acrobatics. And so he's still up there on the gear. If the dogs are standing off, then that's fine. Then it would come back around to Robin's turn.
I'm going to say, just out loud, where's the real Slade?
The individual in front of you who looks very much exactly like Slade, looks at you and just starts chuckling to himself.
Oh, no, this is bad.
Would you like to attack him for on your turn,
Yeah,
or what? Okay.
I'm going to. Oh, no, brain, don't do that. How high off the ground are we?
75 total if you jump straight down.
Just a very long sigh.
What?
Good old Ryan Robbins slide.
Yeah, I don't even know. Going to punch him, I guess. It's a 17. Yes, the first one's 27.
So the first one hits.
The second one's a 20.
That will hit.
So that's 21
Seems clear
points
that-
of damage.
Okay, 21 points of damage. It seems clear that this individual, whoever he is, has a slightly lower armor class than Slade. You said how much? It was 21?
21. Does he seem like
All
he's faltering at all?
So that's the thing you're also realizing now, that this individual wasn't, maybe they didn't start off on the same baseline, but when it became clear with how much you guys have hit this one so far, that this one was a fresh new person. Like
Yeah.
they weren't as hurt as the Slade you're fighting before. So he isn't looking good. Like his armor is looking dented and creased a little bit, decently. He's reacting a little more sluggishly, and in a very strange sense, like kind of like his motions are a little like weird and like kind of jerky, like sudden and.
It's a
And-
robot.
I'm gonna, for my last attack, I'm swinging for his face to try and just
Okay.
crack his mask with a 23.
All right. 23 will hit.
And 8 points of damage.
All right, he's not down.
Did his mask crack at all? Is
Yeah, this
anything
mask
sparking?
is not quite yet. You're not on that threshold. He's not bloody, or whatever the equivalent would be.
Do I have an idea that it's probably not a human from fighting Slade bots before?
The idea is starting to horrifically arise in the back of your mind. As a possibility, I'll say.
I can't believe you spent 8 hours fighting a fake Slade.
Hey, it was the real one in the beginning.
In the darkness, he swapped us out. That's the end of my turn. Got away.
All right, that's your turn. Or make acrobatics check, please.
Yes.
Please roll one. No.
13.
13 isn't good though.
No.
You can hop off the platform and lose your position,
I'm gonna
right?
hop off.
All right. Yeah. So you do this, it starts moving back, you hop off and like hop down onto the girder below. Basically, you've currently lost your position down there.
We make attack of opportunity.
No, I say there's too much going on with all that. But also you wouldn't want him to, anyway. So you hop down on the girder, you're with the dogs now. With your passive perception, Robin, you're a little lower in elevation. The light catches your eye that's coming up from the screen below. And there's a little bit too much, like too many objects in between. But like the coloring of the screen of the light coming up is a little different than it was before.
How different?
Well, like the light coming up, there's more browns, and it's not the same color consistency as like the screens were when you walked in with those images of of your friends working on the bomb. You could head down to check it out
Yeah,
more.
do I have my movement still? Then I'm gonna start heading down.
Sure, yeah, you still have your movement.
And I'm gonna yell back to Beast Boy, it's probably a Slade bot. Take it out.
You're able to run along the girder and start running down the stairs into the dark portion of the room.
Okay.
I'm assuming that a giant ape wouldn't fit on the gears.
Well, let's see. A huge creature is 20 by 20 exactly. It would
Probably.
I would say you would probably not be able to make the deck save. But here's the thing. I think in terms of weight, you might destroy the machine. You could do that if you want to. Like the gear would like bend and buckle and like rip out of the machine.
I mean, I don't know if I should destroy public property. I don't know what that is.
Wow, what a consideration.
I mean, I
'Cause
don't know why there's gears in the sewers, but I don't know.
I don't
know if
think
it's
as
Slade's. It might be Slade.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck he's doing.
Well, it's a very mature consideration as a young hero, because me as a 14-year-old watching Teen Titans thought like, oh, this is just Slade's secret hideout, like he isn't co-opting some sewer facility. Like, this is all Slade stuff, right? Like, but then me thinking about it now, I'm like, well, it's probably like some sewer facility that he's like done weird stuff to, or like hid out in
idea
for the plan.
Why does he need those gears? Like, is it part of his like stuff, or is it not?
I mean, it's his aesthetic.
It's his aesthetic. Okay, so how far is the ground from the top? Okay, never mind. It's we're in the ceiling, like rafter stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, 75 feet down. Which, if you were a great ape, you'd probably be fine.
I will be mature and not break the gears.
Boring.
Can I try and like shove him off?
That's
yes,
what I was thinking
you may.
about doing last turn.
I
will
go ahead and use the polar bear's strength to shove him off down to the ground.
All right.
Because it's awesome. Like a drop, right? Okay.
13. Yes, roll his athletics. He does resist with he rolled an 18.
18.
Ooh, much better.
Because the bear has multi-attack.
I guess you're like butting him with your head and then like grappling him with your bare arms.
Yeah, I try and headbutt him and then try and just like whack him, just like.
He rolled a 20.
Oh no! So we're just wrestling now.
Yeah, you're wrestling.
Let's see if this bear is still dexterous.
Yeah, roll acrobatics.
15.
15 will do it.
All right.
You're a little off balance because you just tried to shove, which is probably why you just got the DC.
Yeah.
But you're good. All right. Now it's this Slade's turn. You're trying to grapple him, so he basically tries to like shove as well, right? Because you're both moving like, around each other, within the area to try to push. So but probably, visually what it is like he's grappling a fucking green bear, polar bear. And so he's going to try to shove too.
Bear hug.
A 13.
Woo, nat 20.
You resist it. Now he does have his second attack. He can use this on all of his attacks, and he has like 3.
He's trying
22. He's trying to outstrength the bear right now.
22?
Yes.
Ooh. 24.
24. Dude, this is so intense. It's back and forth, man.
You're wrestling, just
his third one, like his bonus action one because of his martial arts, is an 18.
Okay. Oh
A 6.
A nat one. A
Ha!
six.
With his final bit of strength, he pushes you off the edge and you fall down.
Bonus
You
action
can't
turn into an owl.
Well, it's in between turns right now. So you can't reaction shift.
I can't.
So you plummet down as the bear to the ground below. So you take
Oh, I'm going back to Beast Boy.
Yeah,
No,
at
how much
least
fall damage?
you will take because it's 75 and it only goes in increments of 10, so you take 7d6, 30 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh, okay. All right. Hold on. I definitely go back to Beast.
Now let me see if on the end of his turn he fucks up and falls. Because that would be funny. Would probably not.
Okay, wait. Let me math.
He rolled a 14. He does. So basically what happens is trying to push you over, he falls as well. So he also takes 30 points of damage.
Okay, so I go back to Beast Boy and I take 18 extra damage as Beast Boy.
Nice. Perfect. Dude, this
I
is
lose my
winding
bear
up
form.
so great.
Okay.
Okay. Ooh, oh, so good. Okay, so what you see as you hit the ground and this Slade is falling with you, you both hit the ground and Robin, as you're running down, you're basically running down the stairs and you're running through the darkness towards the big lit area. The first thing you see is this green streak plummet from the sky and hit the ground, and also Slade fall with him. And when the dust clears, you're hurt, Beast Boy, and this Slade, very clearly a bot now because he's very bloody, air quotes. He is sparking and like twitching around, and there are like wires exposed and stuff as he kind of stumbles back from you. You're both lying prone on the ground. He's looking very hurt. His arms are all busted up and stuff. He's still functioning like he could fight. However, the scene quickly, that isn't your focus. As you look and you see the screens. Most of them, there's like something like, I think it's like yeah, there's 4 screens, right? The middle screen is however not looking at the scene of your friends. The middle screen has an image of this glitching screen that is looking at the image of Beast Boy, and now as you run out of the darkness, you, Robin, and you quickly realize that it's from the perspective of this Slade bot. And standing in front of it at the controls, and he now turns around, is Slade, who from just a level below you all had outmaneuvered you and was controlling this robot to fight you. He stands there and says, "Very impressive, Robin." And he's quiet for a moment. "And you as well, Beast Boy. But I'm tired of all of this," he says. And he lifts up he taps a button. The screen goes back to your friends. And the robot goes inert. It's like still sparking, but it's not like in active mode. The real Slade now stands before you. And he said, "And don't try anything, Robin. as he holds up. I used his passive perception for this. It's like as good as yours, Robin.
Yeah.
Hey, it's almost like I'm using mechanics to mirror parallels of the themes in the show, where he has like the same, like very similar, like levels of stats as you. He holds up the disc, the EMP disc, and like, and it is like inert, like he's like crushed it a little bit, and it's no longer operable. He says, "You two are very close, but this is over now."
What do you mean, over? Seems like we're still against you.
Yeah, it's 2 against 1.
Yes, but I've been able to gain an advantage. He gestures back at the screen. You are looking at the screen now, and you just see your friends. This turret has pops out of the boat and blasts each of them in the back, sending them flying into the water. You see the chronoton detonator is like crumpled and destroyed. And Slade, he has in his hand that detonator, and he just crushes it and says, "Oh, and he says in response to you saying, Beast Boy, it's 2 against 1. He says, on the contrary, Beast Boy, this is only the beginning."
What do you mean?
There is no trigger because there is no detonator.
Well, whatever your bomb is, it's destroyed now. So what's your real game?
He taps another button, on like kind of his arm, and the screens shift, and each of them has these like images of these like blood vessel displays, and there's all these like biometric readings, and now one of the screens is dark, actually, so it's only 3, but the other 3 say they have this display, and it's like these blood vessels, right? And there's like blood cells moving through them, but there's also these little like gray, like metallic things that are darting around, connecting to the blood vessels. He says, and in the bottom left corner of each of the screens, there are these other biometric readings. One says Cyborg, the other one says Raven, and the last one says Starfire. He says, nanoscopic probes. The chronoton detonator was merely the bait for a much larger trap. You see, with the push of a button, and this new detonator extends like from this machine, like on his wrist. Like one of his greaves is actually like this tech that now has this button on it. Looks like a kill switch, like a suicide vest type scenario. It extends into his hand, and he like places his thumb on it. He says, "You see, with the push of a button, my probes will destroy your friends from the inside out."
No. You're a monster.
I'm a monster. This isn't about you, Beast Boy, or any of your friends. It's about you, Robin. It's always been about you. And he starts walking towards your direction, sending trouble your way, leaving cryptic clues for you to unravel. I was testing you. For some time now, I have been searching for an apprentice, someone to follow in my footsteps. And Robin, I've chosen you. Congratulations.
All this just for me? You're sick.
I may be, Robin, but this is what you need to understand. If you join me, if you swear to serve me, if you never speak to your friends again. And he turns to Beast Boy. And though unexpected, this offer extends to you. And then he looks back at you, Robin. If you do all that, I would allow them to live. But if you disobey even the smallest request, I will annihilate them, Robin. And I'll make you watch. So, do we have a deal?
Robin looks back at Beast Boy, and you see a look that you don't see a lot on Robin's face, and it's almost defeat. And you see Robin turn around and just go down on one knee.
I look like I think about running, and then I look at Robin, and I look at the screen with my friends. So did I get the impression that if I just run away, like he would do the same?
It seems so. It feels like yeah, he doesn't want you to leave as well, to warn your
I
friends.
thought you were just gonna say he doesn't want you.
Well, he kind of doesn't, but at this
I
point he's like,
know.
I'm not gonna let he's like I'm not gonna let you go warn them that they have probes in them. Like, so yeah.
I go stand beside Robin, and I just look down, and I do the same.
All right, you both kneeling below. Sometime later, the rest of your group. Are you guys here?
Whoa!
No, am I? I lost power like
What's
halfway
going
through that
on?
Yeah.
episode.
Well, you guys.
What are we doing tonight?
I thought I wasn't playing.
Let's play Jackbox.
Jackbox!
So you guys, you guys had just been blown into the water.
Oh.
And now you are trying to you don't know what's happened. You've dealt with the chronoton detonator because it was fake, right? And you've just been blown by this weird laser into the water. Would you like to try to contact Robin or Beast Boy?
Yes.
Yeah, I think that was what we were about to do at the end of last session. I don't remember. Was there a reason, or just because we were done the mission?
Well, because it hadn't happened yet, right? So like now you guys can try to do it.
Yeah, we want to know how they're doing, I think.
So
Hey, Robin.
basically, you guys try to call in, and there's no response from either Beast Boy or Robin. You two would know that your communicators have now been taken from you, and he's disabled the tracking beacons in them and in your belt, Robin. So from your guys' perspective, you don't know where they are. What would you like to do?
Oh no, we gotta find him.
I
Something's
would
wrong.
I would like to go back to the place where Robin.
Yeah, I think I would
Beast Boy
backtrack and try to find them.
Okay.
All right. Hey, let's go.
So you guys backtrack. You fly back through the sewer. It's not too far away. And you enter that side room. It's this room full of pillars. It's a big room. And you see there's some scattered remnants of some goo, of that weird goo guy that attacked Robin and pulled him in. But you don't see any like substantial masses anymore. It seems like whether he defeated Robin and Beast Boy and left, or was defeated, like he's gone now. Okay. He's no longer there.
Okay.
There's no doorway. There's no portal.
there are lots of other passageways, both within this room and within the sewer tunnel to different areas of the sewer. But you don't see any like explicit path. I mean, feel free to roll investigation to see if you find any
Cyborg,
clues.
Raven, do either of you, with your incredible technology and magic, have the capacity to track our friends?
Look, I'm incredible, but I'm not a god. Look, okay.
I
Let
meant
me
like
see.
footprints and stuff.
Is there anything technology-wise that Robin or Beast Boy would have that I can do some kind of reverse detection thing using our communicators?
Well, you're not receiving any you're not receiving any in like response from the communicators, and when you check like, like on your like arm display cyborg, their tracking beacons are not active.
Do I like? Do I see
Can I
any
just
like
roll? Can I just roll
footprints or
investigation?
anything?
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, guys, feel free to roll investigation to see if there are any clues in the room. Each of you can roll, or like one of you can grant the other advantage.
What happened to
It's
the
however.
blink dogs? What if one blinked away? To go
Well,
find.
Uh,
uh,
19 for Starfire's investigation.
wow, that's
Yeah.
impressive.
I'm also rolling investigation. I got a 17.
Okay.
14.
Oh, that should be an 18 for me. I mistook. I forgot it was intelligence instead of wisdom.
Yeah. So you guys looking around, what you do find is you find more basically trails of like trailing off. There's a direction in which like you see like some like drips of goop like leading away through other passageways, and in a different direction you see um you see some scattered like footprints. One looks like Beast Boy's, but he has those shoes with the like paw pattern on the bottom.
Of
That's
course he does.
really nice. And then like one looks like a couple look like Robin's. Like basically occasionally you find footprints like in dirt but mostly in this room, um like it occasionally in the goo, whatever goo's left, right? And then that gets tracked along. And you see that there's a decent number of like gooey dog footprints that are all stamped around and running around. And you guys do, from that, you are able to occasionally find like more dog footprints that lead into a different area of the sewer. However, with however, like the trail doesn't carry completely far. You'd have to make a survival check.
I don't. Anybody actually have it as a skill besides Beast Boy? If
I
Beast Boy
don't.
even has
I
it.
don't think I have it. But
My character in my other campaign does.
But Raven has a shit ton of wisdom, right? So you roll it.
Oh, that's true.
Oh yeah, I have stupid high wisdom.
Unless you are
So-
only allowing us to do it if we have.
Well, it's one of those things where I think like for instance, like a hunter could probably track an animal through the forest. I have no fucking idea how, right?
Right.
So that's what symbolizes having the skill or not. And I think that just the DC without the skill would just be too high for you guys to do. So basically, I think that it'd be fair to say that you guys get the general direction of like going off in like a different area of the sewer, but you have no idea if they stay in the sewer, like leave the sewer and go above in the city, or continue on somewhere. So you're not sure where in the sewer or elsewhere they go. You just know a general first heading, like they head north for a while and then you lose track of them.
I'll just keep guessing and walking, honestly. And if
I
I'm
think we're
wrong,
just gonna keep
I'll
going
go
this
back.
sewer.
Yeah,
Wordless
and
sewer.
that is essentially what they do in the episode. So eventually, after searching the sewers extensively, and you guys all spreading out in the city, you think maybe they're in the city. You eventually reconnect above in the city on the streets at night, and yeah, that's how long it is. It's quite a while that you don't find them, and you're not sure where they went. And
Oh no.
the scene shifts back. It shifts back to the scene underground. Robin, you've been told to put aside your childish gear that you use now and put on this armor that Slade has made for you. It is pretty strong. It gives you 2 more armor class points than you even previously had, bringing your armor class up to 24, I believe. Or wait, what is it for you? Because you had the plus. It was 20 before.
20, yeah, so 22.
Yeah, so now 22. Basically, it's this mix. It's a strange like grieve system that allows you to still be light enough to use your unarmored defense, but it well honestly, technically, it'd probably be like wearing bracers of defense, but it's all integrated into the same armor piece, and it has Slade's insignia on it. You've put aside your own, and are you putting this armor on as he told you to?
Well, yeah, I kind of don't think I have much of a choice.
Right. You finish changing. There's basically the scene is like there's this beam of light that comes down, and your stuff is set to the side, and you've now got this Slade regalia on, and you turn and you see Slade step into the darkness. Beast Boy, you're with him. He has his arm kind of like around and like a hand on your shoulder. Not a very encouraging gesture from him, but this sign of reminder of his authority. You're standing there with him. He has his hand on your shoulder, and he looks to Robin, says, "I know it seems bad now, but trust me, you'll learn to like it." And that's where this episode of Teen Titans Roll comes to an end.
Holy crap.
No. Okay.
It was really fucking close. It was really fucking close there, but I did get both of you, and that was the plan.
Okay, can I?
Where did the blink dogs go? I guess they only
The blink
lasted
dogs
an hour.
can. Yeah, they only would last an hour, and now they don't like Slade, but he basically tells you keep those dogs under control. Or,
Like, don't let those dogs shit on the floor.
Don't let
No,
them
dude, what the fuck? I thought you were gonna say, Beast Boy, do not let the dogs out.
Ooh, let the dogs out.
Ooh. So Beast Boy doesn't get a cool suit too?
Well, he didn't have that ready.
I'm just like,
build one.
like, well, I don't want to help you, but I feel kind of left out.
You know what? You know when there's like a video game.
I want a cool suit too.
You know when there's like a video game where like the plot is like totally focused on like this NPC character, and you just have like a player character who's just kind of there, and
Yeah.
and the villain is like being like, "Hey, also you." Like that's
Yeah,
Beast Boy.
yeah.
He's just like also here. He's like Sora in Pirates of the Caribbean or something.
Just like, oh, I forgot you were here.
Boy. Oh my god.
So, can we all get to prestige class into our Justice League forms next, right? So I can do all that. I can do all the the DC universe thing where I hack into everything in the world, right?
No, but
Okay.
for part 2, you guys will be leveling up to level 10.
Oh, that's almost.
However, that's next year. So for our listeners, this is going to be what? Shut up. This is going to be.
That you have to cut out.
I'm just gonna leave it in. You're gonna sound like an asshole. So this is the last episode that we are going to be able to record for this year. However, coming back in 2023, we will be able to. We'll be returning with a fervor to finish out Apprentice and the last episodes of this season. So I'm hoping to wrap the first season by January, February. But things are just a little too busy with
Right.
holidays coming up right now. So this is where we're going to leave you for this year. I hope everyone enjoys their Christmas and New Year's or whatever else holidays you celebrate. And I wish you happy holidays. We're going to sign off now. Guys, do you have anything you want to plug for them to look at and start following for the new year?
Yeah, I started a Twitch channel, guys.
What?
Yeah.
I've been really obnoxious about it for like the past week. So if you
What
want to follow me on Twitch,
what do you do on
twitch.tv. Shut up.
Okay.
This is my moment.
Sorry.
Twitch.tv/Hyromaniac. That's HYROMANIAC. It's the first time I've ever had to spell that. So follow me on Twitch. That's like the only thing I got to say this whole episode, so I wanted my moment.
How many things am I allowed to plug?
You can plug it whatever you want, everything.
Okay, so I've got another podcast called He Made Me Watch That, where my friend Dylan and I make each other watch movies that we traditionally would not like, and we make fun of each other's opinions and stuff. It's great.
It really is great.
It is great.
Do you take suggestions?
Yeah, sometimes we do. Yeah, because we're supposed to watch two movies, one that's suggested by each of us, and another one that's like a meeting point in the middle. But you know what? Sometimes you can't find like a combination between fucking like the Babadook and like Freaks and Geeks. So
that's just because you're quitting.
It's definitely because we're lazy. Because I apply like negative, like so little effort to that podcast compared to this one. My other plug is that I am still, if you were listening to the first episode, I'm still writing fantasy books. I've got this series called The Kingdom's Disdain, which can be purchased on Amazon.
It rocks.
We're just about to come out with our 9th book, The Nature of the Beast. So yeah, read those.
I do actually enjoy this series. He's actually a pretty good writer. I mean, it surprises me, but I want to read more.
I take that as a compliment because Johnny is very critical.
He's very critical.
Oh, really? Wow. I didn't realize that. Yeah, no, they are great. I've read like I think like most of like the first couple, but like I fell out of it because they're guys, they're very easy reads. So if you're not a reader, like they're short, so like they're good reads. So basically, I'm just like saving them all up until I can just like read them all like a full size.
Yeah. I calculated it out. There's supposed to be 15, and by the time I'm at 15, like collectively they'll be the length of like one Name of the Wind.
No.
Nice.
Yeah, they're little short, like
little
reads, like each of them is.
You have to
They're
read
like
them as they come
consecutive
out.
stories.
It makes you desire more.
Yeah. Yeah.
So this is the part where we sing the song we all practiced, right?
Oh no! What?
Ready to go.
If you guys practice the
When
song,
there's
feel
trouble,
free.
you know who
No.
to call. From their tower, they can see.
Wait! Stop! Copyright.
Sorry.
No, it's not copyright. If you're
I know.
doing a cover of it.
I know.
Fair use. I learned it in school.
Is there anything that that Johnny or Ryan would like to plug, or Krista?
I got nothing.
Yeah,
I have a
I've been
secret
really.
Twitter. It's a secret.
Yeah,
If you can find my secret Twitter, I left it all in one place.
yeah, I've been lazy lately. Seriously, I've been just working on random D&D stuff like expansions to the Out of the Abyss and junk like that. But so yeah, nothing really to say for myself at the moment.
Cool. Any old movies, weird movies that you want people to see?
Don't ask.
basically, Johnny is like a porn movie actor without actually being a porn movie
Okay,
actor.
Wow.
I am not a porn movie actor. You're a porn movie actor.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
Yep.
Krista?
I don't have anything besides secret Twitter. I
Secret
sometimes
Twitter.
draw on Instagram, but I don't really care about that.
Fair enough.
I will say that
She-
Krista is in Paul's podcast, and she writes
Yeah.
songs
Really?
for that. and stuff.
I
And it's
made
really
the
cool.
intro song, and I was a guest star in Paul's podcast.
in probably our best episode.
Yeah. Well, thank you.
Yeah.
She has a really
It's
good
the best
like.
because I was there. Yeah.
She has a really good advertiser voice.
Oh, thank you.
Oh,
Thank
yeah.
you. Yes.
Indeed.
Indeed.
Took a few tries. Was practicing my dramatic voice.
Hey, we're all on this podcast called Teen Titans Roll. Please listen to it. No,
if you haven't already. But
you might
yeah,
have to skip
so...
the first 20 episodes because
Oh
they're
my God.
kind of fingers.
At least
but...
the first like 2 or 3.
Listen, if you do that though, you're a weakling. So
That long
but
cinder block battle. You get through that, you are
can-
the star.
yeah.
Here,
Honestly,
the Teen Titans Roll Challenge. I want you to go to the Mind Theater Media Twitter and tell us that you finished episode 2 of this series, and we will mention your name on the show.
yes,
So
we will.
Yes.
I will write you a short story.
All right, we're raising the stakes.
yes, Johnny will write a short story about you.
If you get to choose if it's not safe for work or not.
Oh wow.
Oh no.
Oh geez.
Wow.
But it does have to have cinder block in it.
Yes.
And you.
Black John.
Oh my God. Well, that's it. Like, thanks for watching. Honestly, it's been a great listening.
It's been a lot
thank
of
you.
fun.
It's been really, really fun to do this. I'm really fun. I'm really, really excited to finish out this season. At the beginning of next year, and I hope you guys will tune in then as well. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.